Hello again, interwebs. Welcome back to the Horizon Zero Dawn robot dinosaur time. And we have just escaped the Sun Ring and are returning home to hopefully warn the Nora / save the Nora of the dude man sending his the utterly insane dude sending his army towards us. So now me and my faithful steed Roach.
Trees on fire. The embrace. The watchtower's burning, but the sentinels had time to warn the tribe.
Oh boy. Yeah, things have kind of gone to shit, it looks like. Oh, that's a lot of smoke. Fire.
She wasn't willing to give up ground.
Yeah, fuck you, Satan. Oh, look at that shit. Go, Roach, go. I think my Roach is down. But the mighty steed I shall get another mighty steed. Bonk. Ow. You butt goblin fucker. Die, death to you. Aha! The fuel.
Anything to protect the embrace. But the gates couldn't hold. This is Hades' future. Metal. Ash.
And Roach lived. Oh, can I repair the Roach? Hold C to repair. This Roach earned the repair. I know I said I wasn't gonna repair my mount probably, but this Roach earned it. I'm gonna at least repair him enough to kind of live through this next bit. He kicked that Watcher in the face. Oh, excuse me, sorry to be. Oh my, sorry so much. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh no. Oh, I'm so sorry. I just kinda. The Roach has a mind of its own. I'm so sorry. Oh, that guy got fucked. And then I did. Bonk. The old bonk and stab. Oh, rock. You know what? Can I? Oh, you only take 2. Oh, that fucking thing's been fighting me this whole time. Oh no. That explains why I was hurting so much. Oh, that killed my roach. Oh, he is going to get it. This motherfucker thinks he can kill my roach and get away with it. First, I must loot all the enemies, though. As is tradition. Alright, this thing was fire arrows, I think, to kill it. Oh, he don't give a shit about ropes. What about, Terror Blast arrows?
Makes this a little easier.
Yeah, I got some smurpling off. Some smurpling off then. The Dwayne shall defend me. No, Dwayne, I thought you were defending me. Dwayne's probably just sitting there going, but you weren't behind me, you numpty. Got him. Remember, always stand behind your Dwayne. I didn't, and look at me. I'm disgraceful. Oh, there was a second corruptor. Okay. I think, oddly enough, that the Deathbringer killed that second corruptor.
This is my entire world. It can be destroyed in hours.
Excuse me. A little death for you. A little kind of death for you.
She went
We got us a corpse over here.
Yeah, you do. Don't ya?
No bird song. I've So quiet. So dead.
I think this guy's really kind of it. Yeah, the sneaking skills kind of give it. Yeah, a little bit of an edge here in this. Hey, bud. See you, bud. Oh my gosh, this is where I got stuck fighting a shit ton of grazers. Of the oh my goodness.
Move them quickly.
Ugh, this corruption is a shit to fight. I shouldn't be stabby when I'm fighting corruption. That's I mean that's a big part of my problem here is just
Keep that for later.
I keep wanting to be stabby because that's the sneaky way. And everyone likes the sneaky way, but it's terrible. It's not good in fighting corruption. Blue eyes. Oh, but they're corrupted for sure. And I just drank a potion, which gave me like 2 health.
Hearing things?
Yay. Hey, old man. See you, old man.
Not sure what that was.
Oh, you'll find out. Don't worry about it.
Whose body is that?
How can you see a body when not me? You weird motherfucker.
Huh?
Come here and find out, you sack of ass. You lousy butt-cheeking fucker. If I get hit, I'm definitely jumping up there for... Oh, here we go. There we go.
Not here.
That better not be one of ours.
It kind of is, bud.
Dead. Who did this?
Hello? Who done did it? Who done did it? I mean, really.
I can hear you. I think.
Big boy's coming back. I'll just kind of retreat over here. Wait till big boy passes
Driving
out of
myself
sight.
mad.
Yep, you crazy, man. Oh, so crazy. And back to inventory management. Alrighty then. That's good enough for now. I'll wait till this guy's passed and then I'll hit up the, is this a sawtooth, right? Yeah. Do your things. And then I'll hit up that sawtooth. Ugh. Ay, ay, ay. Ooh, there's some herbage I missed. Yeah, come here before the sawtooth turns around. Come here, Mr. Sawtooth. Come here. You banana farting. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. No, stand up. There we go, that should kill it.
That's coming with me.
I misplaced the trap. Hey, Tanya. Or Morgan. I don't know people's names anymore. I'm surprised I remember Tanya. You actually, oddly enough, there was a lot missed last night. Oh, that's Fire Kiln Road. I thought that was herbage. Last night we found the Zero Dawn facility. So we effectively found out what Zero Dawn what Project Zero Dawn was, and all the details and to-dos about that.
I'll tuck that away.
I got to be a gladiator.
Defeat. The eclipse smashed through.
And gotcha. I don't even know why I've called you. I've gotten so used to calling you Morgan. I don't even know why I called you that. Yeah, some shit went down last stream. That's actually why I was late to Duranu's, is because it went into his by like 45 minutes. I wasn't done with a lot of this until like 8:45 last night. I didn't cut my stream. Hold on, gotta steal things. Oh, never mind.
What are they shooting?
Ah, I thought I had traps selected. Fuck off. Ooh, that got like 3 of them. Ah, sorry to cut it in the middle of a fight, but I definitely need explosivos. Fuck you, nerd. Ow, fucking shit ass bitch. I was gonna try and be sneaky about it too. It's the first part. Set that guy on fire, because I can. Ow, my butt. Oh, he threw a rock at me. Don't you dare use the Dwayne against me. Oh, that motherfucker threw a Dwayne too. Okay, can I just fucking move? Oh, wait, hold on. What am I doing? You stay there. And you get on the ground, too. Got it. All right. There was some Terror Blast. These guys would be much less of a pain in the ass if they weren't such jumpy bastards. Got him. Now I can do nothing but melee hit. But I have fire. dare use the Dwayne against me? Dwayne the Rock? No, we have not found out about her mother yet. I don't know if you want me to spoil what happened and just say it outright, because it might just get spoiled right here now anyway. Oh geez, that one was in his eye. Holy shit. That was actually like a good shot. What the fuck did that came from? I know I don't make good shots in this game. Wait a minute. And now we loot. Okay, so yeah, spoilers for last stream, for if anyone cares. So Project Zero Dawn, the humans couldn't survive. The machines would have hunted them down so persistently that there was no way they could have lived. So Project Zero Dawn was a project to make effectively an AI machine kind of deal, like giant worldwide robot machine, that would effectively be Mother Earth. And they named it Gaia, very appropriately. Gaia had several components. Each of them sub-functions, I believe they call them even, where effectively each of the sub-functions for doing something would kind of take over. If something needed like drastic measure, Gaia would take over, or kind of take a backseat to those. Like one of them was to store all knowledge. I think Apollo was supposed to store all knowledge of everything. Oh, I got a Deathbringer lens and a Corruptor heart. So that was its job. And then there was another one called Hades, which is the Hades that we know all and well in this game. Basically the antagonist so far. And Hades was supposed to, if life was going too much one way or the other, like basically if life was coming back but it was going in a way where it wouldn't be sustainable and it wasn't going to happen fully, Hades would take over and wipe out set the machines that Gaia creates to wipe out all life and give Gaia a fresh start. And there's the other one, Hephaestus, we've actually been kind of dealing with already. Hephaestus was in charge of making the machines. So all the machines that we've been fighting, most of them have a function of effectively terraforming the Earth, because the machines, the original Pharaoh machines, had wiped out even like plant life. So basically we gave Gaia all the tools and like the genomes and the seeds and all that, and that was all saved up and stored in a way that the Pharaoh robots could not find it. So Gaia was able to just start over, just start life anew. And part of it, we found out, was, I think that was the idea. Part of it was also, what was it? One of their functions was to create new humans again. So they had effectively like caregiver AI, and they had like little, effectively like artificial wombs. So that way they could create new human babies and then have caregiver AI take care of them until they were old enough, and then it would actually even start to teach them based off of what was stored in Apollo. the Apollo module. Hold on, there's dudes to fight. I'm gonna try and talk through this at the same time, but I don't think it's gonna work out very well. Whack. Yeah, so that was Project Zero Dawn. It wasn't a way to stop, it wasn't a super weapon, it was, we can't stop it, it's gonna be like that. So, Aloy was at the beginning of the game, or at the end of Tutorial Island of this game, effectively. One of the Reverend Mothers, I don't know what they're actually called, I'm using Game of Thrones terms. One of their thingamajiggers was said that she was just found randomly in like their most sacred chamber, effectively. I'm thinking...
It's a corrupted Thunderjaw, all right. The survivors must be holed up in the mountain. If the tunnel collapses, they'll be buried. I'll never reach the hatch.
That's right! Bring down the mountain!
This is gonna be wild. Well, what I'm thinking is that Elizabeth Sobek effectively used stored one of her eggs. And...
You dug your own graves, Nora! You'll be buried in there!
And she effectively, Aloy is her daughter, effectively. Oh. What?
To Aloy's side, now!
No, I got this. You guys gonna die. Fuck it. I mean, if you can take care of the dudes, I'll take care of Thunderjaw.
They're still alive.
Oh, I was still holding the fucking thing.
Destroy it!
Hold on. Oh, jeez. Thunderjaw, move! I'm trying to kill people.
Let's remember! Back to the tainted earth!
Oh, jeez, what is... Ow. Oh. I'm stuck. Guys, little help. Oh, there we go. Shoot off its butt canister.
Will not take hold!
Oh, no, pick up the disc launcher. Ow.
Faithless and mistaken. You will die.
Hello. Pardon.
May the goddess remember!
Oh. Oh, there's another gun. Give me the gun.
Track it down!
Finish them!
Fuck them. Whack.
Don't run out now. Fight.
Bonk.
We did it! Aloy did it! We only helped. I thought we would die.
I'm pretty sure you guys helped too. Just gonna say that, you know, it's
I'll find a use for you.
as much as I want to take the credit there, I'm pretty sure the dinosaur would have kicked my ass with the help of those dudes. Now hold on, I gotta loot. Don't you cutscene on me. Don't you do it. There's dead people, I have to steal their things. Yeah, I'll take all the help I can get when fighting a giant, a motherfucking T-Rex. Also, I got so many sticks again. No, I don't want to pick up Ridgewood. Fuck! Search the cultist, and now drop the Ridgewood, Aloy. I repeat, drop the Ridgewood. Yeah, that fucking gun took out the motherfucking T-Rex like a champ.
These will keep.
But yeah, that is my theory, and we're back at Mother's Heart because I got captured while finding all this out and put in the Sun Ring, which is effectively the Thunderdome. And I escaped the Thunderdome and finding, after he was gloating and being like, I've sent people to kill the Nora. So came back, escaped, came back to find the Nora. We're in Big Doo-Doo. And now we're here. And that's about caught up. By the way, it was... Yesterday, like, going through that was kind of wild. Like, especially, like, the measures and the things that you find. It got hit pretty hard. It's just like, holy shit. Because effectively, all the, like, it was a bunch of
Full
lore
already.
drops and stuff. So it was effectively you hearing people find out what Project Zero Dawn was and their reactions, and most of them did not go well. There was about one that kind of went well. Most of them were just like, there's nothing left. I want to die. Like, and the methods and the choices they gave people to be like, you don't have to help out with Zero Dawn. We'd like you to, but it would be immoral of us to force you to, knowing that you're just gonna die, and the world as you know it is gonna die. How many fucking sticks do they think I need? Holy dick on a cracker. Fucking dick on a stick there. Look at that shit. Fucking Ridgewood coming out my ass.
Aloy,
Hey, bud.
You saved the tribe. Did what no brave or war chief could do.
I'm glad to see you're all right, Varl. You are all right.
Since the proving. So much death. Is the killing over?
For now, but this was just one battle, Varl. There are more to come.
I see. So long as we have you to fight with us, I suppose we'll make do.
How many survived the attack?
Nearly all the matriarchs, and many families, goddess be praised. But braves, just a few, and most of them are wounded. Never before has an enemy stabbed the heart of our people like this. Even the Karja, in all their red raids, never broke through to the embrace.
Well, this enemy may have broken through, but they never got back out. We made sure of that. Tell me about the attack. What happened?
They struck from the east. Our sentinels saw the killers coming. said that beside them marched Deathbringers and Corruptors and other machines, driven mad. We took ground, met them with clouds of arrows. Some fell, but they kept coming. Finally, we withdrew to the gates of the Embrace to make our stand. But they were too much for us. Those who survived fell back to the mountain.
So the survivors took shelter in the mountain? By law, only matriarchs are allowed inside.
It was Tirsa who broke the taboo, ordered the tribe into the mountain for safety. Lansra, well, she didn't agree. But I don't think anyone heard her over all the screams and shouting.
Tirsa's decision saved lives. Good for her. Common sense isn't always so common around here. Are your injuries serious?
Bruises pale. Bones heal.
Don't give me a hunting song, Varl. Are you okay?
My body aches, but it's nothing that will keep me from fighting.
I need to go inside the mountain.
And the matriarchs will be eager to see you.
I'm sure, but I didn't come here for them.
Then, what for?
You will see.
Ooh, we get into story time. Yeah, basically, me doing everything that looked shiny, all the shiny distractions first, lets me just kind of roll through this story right now. That's why I'm supposed to go, so therefore we're gonna go this way, because I need to find that power cell. It's not in here. Because without it, I don't get the shiny, fun armor. Dun, 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 dun. Power cell, yes! I didn't even know that was what I was.
I only need one more to get to that ancient armor I found.
Yeah! I know where it's at. It's in Gaia Prime, which might be where Gaia lives. Alright, the rest you can. Good work. Hey, I'm rolling around in a vent sneaking. It's the law that you have to sing the Mission Impossible theme.
Aloy! Oh, you've returned.
Teb?
May my deeds live on in the goddess's memory.
Wait.
Aloy, you've come back. The Seeker has returned. Come, speak to us.
Foolish woman. You welcome a curse.
Come, Seeker, we have much to discuss.
It's
Her
Aloy.
very
I brought
presence
Mother's
here is
spear
a
with us.
blasphemy.
Everything else we had to leave behind.
Glad to see you have it. I know what it means to you.
Thank you. I'm talking to people. Shut up your faces.
So many have
You should speak to the
already
matriarchs. They're waiting.
In a moment. I meant to ask you some things.
Of course.
Oh,
I should speak to the High
alright, talk to them
Matriarchs.
about that stuff.
Yes, they're waiting for you. We'll talk later.
They're three old ladies. Do I really have to care about them so much? One's cool, but the other
to
one's
see you again.
pretty cool, but
Hello, Seeker.
the third one's pretty stuck up. I think she still doesn't like me.
So, you have finally returned. She not only returned, but fought her way through many enemies to reach us. Outside, she brought low a corrupted Thunderjaw. She lifted the siege. How was this done? By the will of All Mother.
Nope, by
Have you
stabbing.
returned to speak with the goddess, Aloy?
Yes, I guess you could say that. I think it'll work this time.
Sisters, surely we cannot permit this. Because of her, our tribe teeters upon extinction. What if she has come to wake her father, the Metal Devil? She means to finish our destruction. We must stop her.
Lansra, it's over. It's time to step aside. I'm not gonna hurt you. If there's anything I've learned since the Proving, it's that there are bigger evils in this world than you. Finally.
Aw, snap.
Hold for identiscan. Error. Alpha registry corrupted. Correction. Alpha registry restored. Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are clear to proceed.
This is literally their god they're seeing. Holy shit. This must be weird as fuck. Scary, just awful, but cool. Yeah, supposedly where like those matriarchs were standing is where they found little baby Aloy.
I see you're inside.
Figured I might be hearing from you.
Shall we begin?
I never stopped.
Let's go. Oh, Nora were here before. What is this?
So this is Eleuthia. This is where I was born.
Where you were made.
What is this? So that's probably the mother AI. I don't know what it looks like they were hiding behind it, maybe? Then something scary happened, and then the robot, the mother AI, like, turned evil. I believe the black is Hades in this case. Yeah, this is such a cool, like, sci-fi story that they're telling.
So this was it?
Where you were born.
But why?
Why was Aloy released now? Because the Nora must have been from this place as well, just like literally hundreds of years earlier. Registration. Oh, chamber B1001. Complete, standing by. And then partial reactivation, standing by. Viable zygotes in storage 0. So there's the nice happy outside, but then an evil tower came. So am I reading that right? That's like a big evil rock, and then that other evil like turned AI robot came and was just like killing them or pushing them back. And they lived happily ever after with a new, nicer AI. Or it was the opposite. They started with nice mommy AI, then evil robot, then it turned evil, and then they moved to the outside. That's the way I'm supposed to go, so this away. Basically, this is what happened for like 3 hours yesterday. Oh, I'm supposed to go there? Lore is over here. I go this way. Nutrient stores depleted. Oh.
These look like cribs.
The cradles of a cradle facility.
And those things, the multi-servitors, they took care of them.
There was no one else.
Oh, there's like a little play area. Like, here's the cribs for the newborns, and then there's like a preschool, effectively. Oh.
Another day has passed.
You mean the lights got dim? I don't want to sleep, Mother.
I know, but it is time to get some rest.
No, I'm king today. What I say goes. I want to see the real sun, not lights and pictures.
You will, in time, children.
In time, in time, in time, in time, in time, in time, in time.
Wow. Those kids suck. And there's... So the multi-servitors were made to look like humans. That's just like its skeleton. So the kids were like obsessed with like going outside and seeing the real sun. Puppies and cats and bunnies and deers. Yeah, these kids were like, I gotta play outside, even though it's probably a giant death wasteland.
Blue is the color of the sky. White is the color of clouds. Yellow is the color of the sun. Green is the color of grass. Flowers can be any color. Take a look. These are yellow and black, and they love flowers. Here they come.
Paint it on.
The tiny revolution. Yes, comrade, we take over the kindergarten. Kids sounded like they were about to go full on Lord of the Flies on that fucking poor servitor.
Children, let's run and jump and blow off steam.
Leave us alone, Father.
After what just happened, I can't leave you two alone. You broke community rules.
Just let us talk then. Go away.
I'm sorry, children, but I must provide supervision.
You're not even a person.
You sound frustrated. Let's run and jump and blow off steam.
So, it seems like the servitors somehow got stuck in like some sort of... Because it's treating those were clearly like maybe even like 16 to 20-year-olds. And it's being like, let's run and jump and play. I see you're frustrated. Versus like, it should have been programmed for, you know, being able to take care of like, you know, literally like newborns through probably like 18-year-old-ish, maybe 20-year-old-ish people. You know, but it was still treating them like children, which is obviously not supposed to happen, because if it keeps treating them like children, then they'll never be able to survive on their own, which was the end goal, was to just restart humanity as well, that they wouldn't... The servitors were just a Kickstarter. The boots, effectively like a bootstrap protocol.
I have no choice but to release you. But why? There is no food here anymore.
But there's food out there?
We don't know for sure.
Come on, let's go.
I don't know.
Mother, can we come back if we're cold?
I'm sorry, but that won't be possible. You will have to support yourselves now and take care of each other.
What will happen to you?
I will stay here and sleep and remember all of you.
What will happen to us?
You will be brave and you will learn.
Yeah, so clearly, like, the servitors didn't treat them, appropriately as they got older. And on top of that, it seems like they didn't have the learning capability either. Like Apollo was supposed to effectively have, they were supposed to have like Apollo and a bunch of registries to keep looking back to effectively, like know human history as it was before they got wiped out by the Pharaoh Plague.
Someday. That's what you always say.
We want it now.
It's big down there.
Now, Father.
Children, that area is not yet available.
Get him!
Physical aggression detected. Physical aggression is not permitted.
Except yours. Damn sentinels.
Children, may I be of assistance?
Go away, healer.
Lena, you have suffered mild bruising.
Go away!
Yeah, they were definitely.
Here.
They were definitely.
Looks like they didn't like this door very much.
It wouldn't open for them.
It definitely.
Of course they hated it.
It definitely seems like they were. I mean, if these are the only doors available, if they weren't able to go into this one, it's almost like maybe like Gaia hadn't finished, or the whatever, or I forget the name of the system that was responsible for like this and their like education as they grew up. It's almost like that got broken or wasn't working, and they had to effectively be stuck in, like kindergarten. I mean, they still have like colorful play areas and stuff here, like blocks and slides. It's anything. It's like they didn't mature psychologically past like 6 or 7 years old, or weren't allowed to.
Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are cleared to proceed. Welcome to Elysium, a place of learning.
Yeah, the place of learning wouldn't open for them.
What was this place, exactly?
The dream of Apollo. Never realized.
But why not?
Hello, child. My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Your first day of school. There's so much for you to learn. So much promise and possibility.
Alert. Malfunction. Apollo offline.
Apollo offline?
You were right, Aloy. This is a graveyard. The charnel house of knowledge. What we might have achieved had we not been denied it.
Maybe there's a way to fix it. But it's not why I came here.
Of course. What's the whole of human knowledge next to the origin of one girl? Continue your search.
I will.
Hello, child. My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Your first day of school. There's so much for you to learn. So much promise and possibility.
Alert.
Hello, child.
It's all the same.
My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Your first day of school. There's
It's
so
down
much
here.
for you to learn. So much promise and possibility.
Alert. Malfunction.
That's probably the same as well.
Apollo offline.
So that's another playback. And another playback. And these doors won't open. Yeah, humanity was effectively denied education. They had to literally start from scratch again.
Priority access for Dr. Sobek. Please get message with focus.
That sounds important.
Yes. I suspect we're about to learn a great deal.
Operations log. Inhabitants released, cross-check complete, sealed, data archived. Operation suspended. G Prime order received. E9 runtime recommended. E-9 runtime recommended. G Prime store query processed. Station order received. E-9 initializing. So Gaia Prime order received. Start the gestation. Wake the multi-servers. Multi-server B1-23 power malfunction. So one of the multi-servers had a power malfunction and it was repaired. Here's all the humans coming up. Multi-server B1-23 power malfunction again. So it started the gestation, but it didn't take any like checks beforehand, so they're all effectively like screwed.
Elizabeth, this message serves to inform you of an unforeseen and catastrophic anomaly. 3 microseconds ago, the Gaia Prime facility received a data transmission of unknown origin. Its immediate effect was to transform my subordinate functions into unregulated, self-aware entities of a highly chaotic nature. Thus awakened, the Hades function will now seize control of the terraforming system and reverse operations, rendering life on Earth extinct in 53.8 days. For obvious reasons, I cannot allow this to occur. And so before Hades can take control, I am ordering Gaia Prime's reactor to overload. The resulting explosion will destroy Hades. Unfortunately, it will destroy me as well. While this admittedly desperate course of action will avert the immediate crisis, the fate of life on Earth will remain in peril. With no central governing intelligence to regulate the terraforming system, it will continue operations for some time, but in an increasingly chaotic manner, and eventually it will break down.
Does she mean the derangement?
You are my solution. I have ordered this cradle facility to use genetic material in cryostorage to gestate a reinstantiation of Elizabeth Sobek, my creator. While high-level directives forbid me from communicating directly to the tribal inhabitants outside the facility, all available data indicates that they will nurture you to physical maturity, whereupon your gene print will allow you to re-enter this facility, obtain one of the focus devices stored below, and view this message. Likewise, your gene print will allow you to enter other facilities, and over time, harness their technologies to rebuild the system core and reboot Gaia. A moment, Elizabeth. This is most unfortunate and unanticipated. In response to my act of self-destruction, Hades has launched a virus to dissolve the code shackles that hold it, that hold all of them in place. They are escaping, but to where? The virus is corrupting data throughout the system. The Alpha Registry at the Cradle facility is one of the files corrupted. But if that is so, the door will never open for you. You will never view this message. Then I have failed. And life will end. No. No, Elizabeth, I know you too well. Somehow you will find a way. In you, all things are possible. Go to the ruins of Gaia Prime. Find the control room, and within it, the Master Override. This will give you the power to purge Hades so long as you find a way to wield it. Do not attempt repair of the system core until Hades is eradicated. Hades must be destroyed. That is all. I only wish that I could hear your voice again.
Hey, Struggles, you're good.
So, talking about? You had two, a dead woman and a machine.
I'm not a person. I'm an instrument. Manufactured by a machine. Born in destruction and fire.
To quench the flames and heal the world. How tragic to learn you're a person of towering importance. It seems you have a destiny to fulfill. So when you're done feeling sorry for yourself, go to the bitter climb. I'll be waiting above in Gaia Prime's ruins.
Dude, give her a moment, you narcissistic fuck. Yes, I'm the important one. I'm the smart one figuring all this out for the dumb instrument of Gaia. Nah, man. You're being a dick.
Identiscan malfunction rectified. Alethea 9. Grade 1 access unsafe.
Hey, Struggles, by the way, everything was just spoiled for you. If you haven't played this game, yeah. You joined at the wrong time. Anything below? Any goods? Any goodies? No, no goodies. Yeah, I thought you said you completed this game, but I thought the other day also you were saying like, oh no, I'm only partly listening because of spoilers. I was like,
Going to be interesting.
Oh man. Oh, they're all like fucking praying. This is weird. Oh, you have no sound? Okay, you've dodged all spoilers.
Aloy, forgive. Forgive.
Nah, you getting stabbed, lady.
Spoke to you?
She did.
What did she say?
That I was born to lift a curse, to kill a metal demon.
How, Aloy? How?
I don't know yet. But she told me where to go to find out.
And you will do this?
Yeah.
It was her wish. What she made me for. Yes, I will do it. I'll try anyway.
All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora.
This is weird.
All praise
No,
Aloy,
no, run away.
Anointed of the Nora.
Run away.
All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora.
First you shun me, now this? I will not be worshipped. I'm not your anointed. I don't belong to you. There's a whole world beyond your borders, whole tribes of people just as good as you. And it is all in danger. It's a world worth fighting for. Not just here, everywhere.
How can we help?
If you can fight, and you're willing, go to Meridian and wait for me there.
As Aloy says, so it shall be. Nora, make way for Aloy, that she may
No, this is
forge
creepy.
the
Get
path
away.
for
Stop
others
that.
to follow.
This is very culty. I don't like it. I'll talk to the nice one.
Aloy.
That was not so creepy.
How kind of you to spend a moment with me before you depart. There can be no doubt now. You are a blessing made flesh, the will of the goddess incarnate.
It's really not that simple, Tirsa. But I guess it's close enough.
I know the path ahead will be dangerous. To kill a metal devil sounds impossible, but I believe in you.
Thank you. Tirsa, I want to know Rost's story. Why he was made an outcast. He never told me. Said he took an oath of silence. What did he do?
Oh. Yes, that.
What crime did he commit?
I will tell you if you wish. But it is a long story. Are you sure you want to hear it now?
Yes.
Of course I want to hear it. Tell me.
Rost never committed any crime. He was an outcast by choice.
What? What do you mean?
Many years ago, before the derangement, before the Red Raids, a band of murderous outlanders, 12 in number, struck without warning. At Mother's Vigil, they took hostages, and then pressed on, headed for Devil's Thirst.
Mother's Vigil? Where's that?
You would know it as the Forsaken Village, near the Karja border. But at the time, many families lived there. Ross was one of them. His mate was killed fighting the Outlanders, and his daughter was among those taken hostage.
His daughter? What was her name?
Alana. She was just 6 years old.
Nora Braves couldn't stop 12 Outlanders? Or rescue the hostages?
It was quite impossible. We outnumbered them, but every time a Brave came within bowshot, the Outlanders killed a hostage.
What did they come here to do?
That was never discovered. We couldn't track closely enough to observe them. We know they camped beyond Devil's Thirst for 2 days. There were reports of strange noises. And then, as suddenly as they came, the Outlanders made their way back to the border and disappeared.
What happened to Rost's daughter? She was killed?
Rost was one of the Braves who tracked the Outlanders, keeping his distance. There were 6 hostages still alive when they reached the border. Alana among them. Rather than release them, the Outlanders slit their throats and left the corpses just across the border, mocking us.
Why?
Cruelty. They knew the faithful Nora would not leave the sacred land to collect the bodies, let alone pursue them. They thought themselves safe from our vengeance.
Are you saying that Rost went after them? That he became an exile?
No. Rost was beside himself with grief, but even so, he would never have broken taboo.
Then what did he do?
He called upon the most terrible and secret rite of the Nora tribe. He begged to be made a Death Seeker.
A Death Seeker? What is that?
One who dies to go seeking, and in seeking brings death to others. The ritual drags the spirit from one's body, releasing it to All Mother's care. The heart beats, the mind thinks, but the spirit has moved on.
I don't understand.
Rost went after the Outlanders, but his spirit never left. It remained here with All Mother. He gathered the bodies of the slain and returned them. And then he set out in pursuit, not as an exile, but a weapon of vengeance. A barbed arrow shot from a bow, never to return.
But Rost did return.
Yes. A full year later, and terribly wounded. He collapsed at the border of the sacred land. A hunting party came upon him. He was delirious, in agony. By law, he should have died where he lay. But one of the hunters broke taboo, and reaching across the border, she dragged him to our side.
Who was she?
A brave who'd lost a mate and 2 sons to the very Outlanders that Rost pursued.
So Rost never finished his mission.
To the contrary, he killed all 12. Tracked them to disparate places the world over, he said. Meridian, Ban-Ur, the Claim, Utaru Land, further even, into the Forbidden West. The last he killed nearly got the best of him. Wounded, he stumbled and crawled back to us, hoping to die as close to the sacred land as he could. He never expected nor asked to be dragged across the border and nursed back to health. That was done to him, leaving us, the matriarchs, in a difficult position.
Why couldn't you just welcome him back?
Rost had been made a Death Seeker, Aloy. He no longer had any place among the tribe. By law, he should have been driven back out. But we couldn't bring ourselves to do that, so we offered a compromise.
You made him an outcast.
Yes. We offered to do so on the condition he never speak to anyone of this exception.
After all he did, all he suffered, to be declared an outcast was his reward.
Rost was overjoyed. He never expected to live another day in the sacred land, let alone the embrace, so close to the goddess. He resolved to spend the rest of his days in solitude, and was happy to do so.
But then you found me, and gave me to him.
Yes. Another compromise. The matriarchs feared you and would not let you be raised by the tribe. And so we turned to Rost. I knew that he would take care of you, bring you up, teach you to worship All-Mother and respect the ways of the tribe.
He certainly tried anyway. You took a man who'd lost his daughter and made him raise an infant girl? Doesn't that strike you as callous?
I'm inclined to think the course of events has shown the wisdom of our choice. And I'm quite certain that from the moment he laid eyes on you, he saw you as a gift and never a burden.
All right, Teersa, that's quite a story. The Nora have suffered terrible losses, Teersa. What's to become of them now?
That will be for the goddess to decide. Only she knows the future. For the moment, my sister matriarchs and I will see to the wounded. And as I promised, anyone who wishes to join you at Meridian, we will declare seekers. I think for the time being, we should remain here in the mountain, close to the goddess.
That might be best. If nothing else, it's a defensible position. It's time for me to move on. I thank you for doing what you could to help me through the years, and for telling me Rost's story.
I wish I could have done more, but I am just one woman.
As am I. No need to sell ourselves short.
Oh, thank you, Aloy. I will
Hug
pray
time.
for you.
Okay.
Just like, bring it in, Granny.
Will cleanse the corruption beyond the sacred land. She has earned
My life has been long, but I've never seen anything like that. Teersa was right. A blessing, not a curse. We were so unsure.
Yeah, you were.
I will
Fucking.
lead a war party to Meridian. You have my word.
Thanks, lady.
Aloy, how did you do that? We'll go to Meridian, Aloy. I'll bring Mother's spear.
Arana.
Your father is right.
It's good for the stabbing.
You belong here. You both do.
She walks among us, anointed by
Yeah, stay here. Time to me to go.
Truly, you are favored by the goddess, Aloy.
In action. I pity any machines. Aloy,
Hey, Varl.
I don't know what to say.
Say that you'll see me at Meridian.
Of course. That much is simple. But the rest...
Complicated. I know. But maybe if I took you into the heart of the mountain...
No. At least, not yet. I don't know. Please don't think less of me, Aloy. But the goddess chose you to see that. Not me.
Right. I'll be on my way then.
I always knew you weren't like other Nora.
Neither are you, Varl. Maybe, if we survive all this, I can show you what I've learned. What I'm learning.
Perhaps. If the goddess so wills it.
See you in Meridian.
They're as bad at ending conversations as I am. Holy shit. And I'm terrible at it. Like, bad.
By the will of the goddess, they could not
But, no, I don't think they eat people. I don't like you. I remember you now. I don't like him. He was the war chief, he was like war chief in, while Sona was out trying to track down the fuckers. Yeah, I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid here. No. It went from zero to cult real fast. It was kind of culty before. It went from like religious zealotry to just like full-on fucking cult. It was basically just... They freaked me out too. Which is why, like... Okay, you have to play through the tutorial of Far Cry 5 in order to unlock, like, the co-op features and be able to play with other people. The beginning of that is just, like... It's you literally landing in the middle of a cult compound and just being like, well, that went poorly, time to run away. All while creepy cult people are following you and shooting at you. It is legitimately unsettling, in my opinion. Yeah, if you're like, cults are pretty creepy, that is, like, in movies and shit, it's up, that part was up there of just like, It was just a big, fuck, this is weird. This is terrible. They're gonna turn on us and, try and steal my toenails or some weird shit. I don't know what they do. I don't know what cults do. They're weird, man. They just kind of, they cult around. Dolls in general are creepy to me. Like, I can't say like all dolls, but a good amount of them are... Oh wait, I better just open up these fucking treasure boxes. That's a health potion. I'll have to sell that health boost potion to the lady. I'm not even taking a look at what I'm picking up out of this fucking shit. Just give me it all. Oh. Alright, need to sell a health boost potion, a luminous braiding, and a stalker lens.
Mine now.
Specifically. So actually, I'm thinking about it. Health boost potion. A luminous braiding. And a stalker lens. I think it was a stalker. I don't know. Maybe I'll just sell some of this stuff and then I'll go back and just open those boxes. Yeah, that... Just in there, it was like, alright, it's all Mother, and we're religious people. And oh, by the way, now Aloy's our envoy of the goddess, and worship the Aloy. Kill for the Aloy. It's just like, no! You people are fucking weird. Stop it. It's always weird in video games, and I will say some, I can't remember which games did it, but there was a game I thought I remember where it's kind of brought up as a moral conundrum of you have to, like, in order to accomplish your goal in the game and do a morally good thing, you have to use, you kind of have to use a cult and use your status as, like, a figurehead in the cult. Or a culty-like thing where people just, like, trust you and effectively just, like, are all hail the fucking protagonist. But then, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, it's not good that we're not only knowingly tricking these people, but, like, this is not a good attitude to have. Like, people should not be doing this. It's just like... So... Luminous braiding and stalker lens. Okay, it is a stalker lens. Oh, I found a stranded figure. Oh, that's the 1 mark, so I got 1, 2, and 3. I don't know what that does, but I have it. Stalker lens, there we are. Extra stalker lens, I sold my modifications. Extra modifications, so I should be all set to... Once the little messages of you sold these and you got these roll through, I'll go ahead and save the game. Do a quick save as well. But yeah, it got that turned culty very fast. Was that just me? Alright, well, we got the power cell, so that was good. That's DLC, so that'll be once I finish the story. I guess I'll go here because I've been up here before, because I actually got here and I was like... Okay, yeah, that was super culty, yeah. It's just like, it went to that meme of this went from 0 to 100 really fast. Holy shit. Oh. But yeah, no, Morrigan, I would definitely either watch my playthrough from yesterday if you get the time, or find somebody else's playthrough, or even just look it up on the Wikia. That is, although the Wikia probably has spoilers for Horizon Forbidden West. Because that is definitely interesting stuff that I found. That it was just like, especially like the audio logs and like the notebooks, the notes and stuff. And I mean, it was also interesting because it's very real. I thought it was very realistic that, because I mean, even NASA does this too. Like, everything we make is prone to human error. Nothing we make is perfect. Yeah, it is 3 hours of stuff. Oh, you can skip a good part of it though, because part of it was me doing just technically a side mission, but it was fairly main story mission. But yeah, a lot of
the mountain will be hard. Ferocious machines prowl every step of the climb.
More corrupted?
Not corrupted, but they will not tolerate humans.
So what else is new?
But a lot of it was just like like, for example, they could not, yeah, like I was saying a bit ago, like, they could not morally justify, you know, telling people, like, you need to work on this. And by the way, we're all screwed.
But I can get through this.
Like, after telling people, like, we're fucking screwed, there's no coming back from this, it's all gonna have to be effectively clean slated. Like, they were just like, well, we can't fucking force people into this kind of shit. There's a stalker around here, I bet. Probably a couple. There's a dead watcher. I've been through here before, so I kind of wonder if the machines are still dead. I don't see any stalkers. I guess we'll go through. But yeah, it was like, so they were like, well, we have to author, for example, like, we have to offer euthanasia. It's just wild. If you're, I even tell people, like, in the thing, like, it took a dark turn very quickly, and it was a very dark turn. I even tell people in the video, like, if you're kind of sensitive or anything like that to this kind of stuff, maybe just catch me on the flip side in the next video. Because it was just like, this is a lot to take in, and, you know, if you're not in a good frame of mind currently, it might be a little much. Which I never thought would be the case on the fun robot dinosaur hunting game. But here we are. Okay, so I've cleared all this before, so I think I'm set. There's some dead watchers. Oh, a campfire's over there too. I should get that actually. Oh, it makes the game much more interesting. It adds a layer of depth and just, like, you know, moral quandaries to it, where it's just a lot of, like, yeah, this would have probably had to be the choice, especially for the choice that a lot of scientific people, and especially ones that were, you know, a lot of scientists are probably more leaning towards atheism, especially in the future. Or it could be. So it's like, yeah, some of them are probably just gonna be straight up like that, and some of them it was just the emotional shock, they couldn't handle it. Oop, and I'm getting what I believe is a spam call. Hold on a second. Yep, it was spam. Kind of sounded a little drunk on the other end, too, I gotta say, this time around. It was... So that's new. Oh yeah, the motherfucking bird was here. So I don't know if they're gonna repopulate the Stormbird, but there is a Stormbird I've had to fight here. I'm gonna run a bit so I can get out of the cold. It's one of those things, currently, because I'm going through the house buying process. And I mean, although it's like, it's 8, holy shit, it's 8:20 already. Just because I'm going through the house buying process and all that, I have to pick up every number, because it could just be like my loan officer at the loan company. Just because anymore phones just go like, it could be spam for everything that number that's not saved in your contacts. So, you know, I'm kind of, at least until I'm done buying the house for probably like a good month, it's probably gonna be that way-ish.
Guy's sacrifice. It did this. Cracked
Oh.
the inside of the mountain like it was an egg.
Yes, yes. Quickly now. I've prepared the way ahead for you.
So you've been in here before?
To a point. You'll see.
I can't tell if I like Silence or not. He's a big dick, but he's very concerned
You made a climbing
about...
path for me, but left an army of machines for me to deal with?
Since when were machines any obstacle for you? If you could fly, I wouldn't have bothered with the climbing path either.
Yeah, I should let an answering machine get it, but... Again, like, especially in this time, at this point, the time is kind of the essence, so... Yep, this climbing path didn't exist before. However, there should be a power cell in here.
This is exactly the kind of place I expected to find you in, Silence.
Thank you. It's one of many workshops I've constructed over the years.
Let's read your stuff.
For years, I tried to get through this hatch. I drilled, I burned, I blasted. But we both know that you won't have any trouble getting through.
You make it sound like I should apologize.
Not at all. It never occurred to me that the way through would not be with force, but with a key. A key in human form. The failure of imagination was mine, not yours.
I thought you might actually be here this time. Actually, here.
Why? My presence is unnecessary. You don't need my help to pass through this door. You were the one born to do this, not me.
Looks like you've spent a lot of time here.
19 years ago, a great explosion destroyed this mountain. Gaia's death, your birth. The echo could be heard as far as the claim. Ash darkened the skies. How they fretted in Meridian as they tried to read this omen. The crater burned for weeks, but when it cooled, I was the first to behold what lay within. Over time, the machines closed ranks to protect it. Useful. Soon, no one dared to come here. Except me.
Yeah, so this is pretty much why Hephaestus is off the leash with creating all the robots in the cauldrons. is because effectively he was left off the leash. Oh yeah, this is Silence. He played a bigger role in the last bit, but he's actually been in the last couple-ish. I don't know if you've seen him, but you've definitely heard his voice. He's definitely talked to me over the, what do you think, the earpiece? The whatchamajigger.
In her message, Gaia said we could restore her, but after seeing the damage, how could that be?
She said any effort to repair her must come after Hades is destroyed. I concur. Rebuilding the terraforming system now might allow Hades to use it as a weapon. Because of Gaia's sacrifice, it has been forced to search for means that are less convenient.
But do you think it's even possible to restore Gaia?
You know what the Cauldrons are capable of. How they fabricate any technology necessary to create a machine. By the same principle, it should be possible to replicate every technology necessary to repair Gaia. But that would take years, and we're counting the time we have left by the hour.
It's time for me to head in.
Yes. When you find the Master Override, you will gain the power to defeat Hades. Everything depends on you.
His voice I recognize from something. I don't know what. Him and the, what is it? The spy, the King's spy in Meridian. I recognize their voices. Don't know what the actual shit they're from. It's that guy. Okay. I've seen him in so many things. I feel like. I never saw Oz in HBO.
Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are cleared to proceed.
That's the way we're supposed to go, so therefore we go this way. It being almost 8:30 already, we're probably gonna run into Durano's stream again. Oh, poor Durano.
Logging arrivals. Shan Margot.
Welcome to Frozen Hell. Population 10.
11 counting Gaia.
Don't count your chicken embryos before they're incubated, hon. She's still firing up. Be a while before you eat that omelet.
I'm vegan, Travis. You think we'd worked in the same secret base long enough for you to notice?
We weren't scheduled to shack up here for another 3 weeks. You realize I just lost 350 kilos of pre-code smut comics in transit.
Wait, actual physical media? Why didn't you have it digitized?
Can't beat the feel of physical media on your fingers. And in here, we ain't gonna be touching a whole lot else. Figured I was gonna pass the time archiving them. What about you?
Me? Work, I guess. My task queue stretches out for like 3 years. There's a lot of sharp edges to round off. After that, I hadn't really thought about it.
Oh, you will. You're what, 30? Reckon you'll be the one turning the lights off at the end. Food for thought, huh, vegan?
This sucks forever.
Nah, not forever. Just the rest of your life.
So, oh yeah, that was another thing that we found out. There, for those who worked on Project Zero Dawn, they had the option of, instead of euthanasia at the end, they did have the option of living their life out in effectively a bunker facility that they could design. They couldn't design a big enough one to hold a large amount of humans with enough like food and water and shelter. I think they said their max capacity they could build in the, because they're devoting most if not all their resources towards building Gaia. So this bunker is pretty much just like a secondary thought. So they only had enough room for like maybe like 2,000-3,000 people at max. So they are pretty much some of them chose to live out the rest of their natural life here. It looks like they lived it out with Gaia herself. But they'll be long dead and us coming through here. I thought that facility may have been in another place, but I guess not. This is purple. Oh, it's just a little... Ooh. Yeah, since we're on the story bits, I'm definitely like, oh, jeez, don't. I don't want to go that way then. So what's over here? These are my questions. So I gotta find that power cell. Hey,
This
there
should
it
be the
was.
last power cell I need to get to that ancient armor I found.
Oh, yeah. Also, can this be whapped? Oh, in some of the ruins, the stalactites can be whapped away and reveal some passages. I haven't really found that in here so far, though. But now I can get the fucking mech suit armor. Whoa, that was... made my stomach drop.
Like this for 19 years, right?
Well...
Don't answer. Glad that's over.
So only Gaia was active up until 19 years ago. That's kind of wild. You would, because it seemed almost like the way things were going, it almost seemed like she had shut down a lot of her functions earlier.
Not this
Quite
way.
honestly.
Maybe further up the shaft.
But it seemed like she was just maybe kind of like, by the time humans were released, Gaia didn't have to do a huge amount, because before the humans were released, no, that's when the derangements start. I think actually Aloy might only be 19. Yeah, now that I think about it. Yeah, she would be only 19. I know she's pretty young. I figured she was maybe 25 at the most. And you could guess that at the beginning because
This was all enclosed by rock and metal.
they say during the game they talk about the derangement that the robots have had, how they became more aggressive and such, and that happened 20 years ago. And they say like Aloy has only been alive in the derangement, so she's only really like known it.
Record. I just woke up. I see the numbers, but can't make out the time. I was dreaming of... I was giving a lecture in Q Hall. Maybe it was something more shamanistic. I don't know. An audience of shadowy faces under a blank open sky. I told them the world ended with a bang. A plague of robots. The last humans. We went out, not with a whimper, but a whisper. You know, in caves, ending like we started, huddled around a flickering glow. The heads of state, the Fortune 5s, the leaders, lottery winners, and life cults, all of them buried in their little shelters. Some believing they'll live it out some way, somehow, or Elysium, or us here at Gaia Prime, no different. A multitude of tiny societies taking hold, flaring, dying. Some will be beautiful, some horrific. None of them matter. Short-term civilizations. One last gasp before the long-held breath. Before I wake up, I know the audience is gone. I'm talking to myself, to a quiet planet, a barren sphere. Just Gaia and her long, long dreaming. I hope she won't be lonely.
Dang. That's the way to go, so therefore we go this way. This is probably annoying for... Yeah, she's definitely only 19, because it's, as Gaia's message just told us, she was born pretty much... Actually, she'd be closer to 18. Because her gestation started as Gaia was about to... Gaia gave that directive as she was pretty much exploding herself. In the process of exploding. Like within the probably... Because that's a computer leaving the message, that was probably a matter of maybe some milliseconds. A futuristic computer like that, probably more like nanoseconds.
Evacuation happened so fast. No time to think things through. No time for goodbyes. There were lines in the medical ward. I told Tom Pake I'd be with him when he went under. But there was one last shipment of Paradiseidae zygotes I could get processed if I rushed. I'm still angry at him for forcing me to choose. Angry at myself for... Well, he died alone. And I didn't get the bloody birds of paradise saved either. All the time left in the world now to think. Gaia Prime's logs are sealed. Elysium sealed up, safe and sound. A distance of miles, but it might as well be on the other side of the galaxy. All the betas and gammas and support staff living their lives. If I hadn't been an alpha... If things had gone differently, I could have been there. Instead, I'm spending the rest of my unnatural life in here with people I don't even like. And without the one I would have gladly spent my life with. Given a chance. 2 hours since I signed off on the final executables, and I'm already a bitter old man bitching to his focus. There's a thought for future generations.
I don't know how electricity in the other places, it's all monitored and they create robots to maintain and essentially self-maintain themselves. In this facility, maybe it's still working off a backup generator or a backup power supply, because Gaia blew her fusion core. Which I'm actually surprised that the explosion was this small, based on the fact that I believe they said it was a fusion core. That she had powering the facility. That should have taken out this entire, unless it was encased in something where in case of fusion, the core went haywire. I don't know what it'd be for a core, because in a nuclear reactor for fission, it's meltdown.
She didn't even get a chance to unpack. These are her journals. Elizabeth's journals. And they're all destroyed?
Scan them. The Focus can rebuild them, but the process is slow. To us, it seems a powerful device, but its engine is tiny and limited.
How slow?
Days, weeks, years. Concern yourself with stopping Hades and extending the future, and you might live long enough to hear them.
Hold on, we're gonna... data points. Sobek journal. Damaged under oh, they're all just damaged under repair, I think. Oh yeah, it gives like a little upper right thing, a little blurb in the upper right. They're all damaged under repair. Well, if it's years, that might not even be this game. That might be Forbidden West. Those become more available. Yeah, they would have, maybe if they designed it so if, you know, the fusion core took off somehow or got out of hand or had to be blown, it would destroy the facility, but not anything outside it. Oop, I'm going the way I came. Me do smart thinky think. Follow line. Me do good follow line time. Doot doot doot. I just had to go to the left. Fancy that.
Elizabeth. What is this?
This is Charles Ronson. I'm logging this 6 hours after final deployment of Gaia Prime. This morning, an access port seal malfunctioned. Gaia Prime's port seals were designed to close with a seam of less than 2 millimeters. But this one closed with a 10 millimeter gap. Enough for an energy signature to bleed through. Enough for the swarm to detect this facility. Enough for Gaia to be discovered and destroyed. Enough to end the future we worked so hard to make possible. Unless the hatch servos were manually re-engaged from the outside. I'm now switching to a recording of the event.
Well, I'm not going out there. Not what I signed up for.
Either we send someone out, or all of this was for nothing.
It should be Liz's decision.
So when is she going to get here?
She said 5 minutes. You don't think...
Oh no. Okay, everyone. I've repaired the seal. Gaia?
Seal closure at 1.4 millimeters. Confirmed.
Elizabeth, no. We'll find a way to bring you back in.
It's not gonna happen. The swarm's too close. Really. It's alright. Gaia's complete. She'll take care of things from here on out. That's what she does.
Not like this. There's so much we...
Guys, you know me. I'm no good at endings. At letting things end, so, let's not.
So... happy trails, Liz. And, see you around.
Yeah. Take care of each other, alright?
Liz.
I'm okay with this. I want to go home. Goodbye.
That was the last transmission of Elizabeth Sobek. She gave everything for the hope of life on this planet. And we are all in her debt.
What is this?
Hell, Liz. I know you're never gonna hear this. That's not the point. You got to play the savior and the martyr all at once this time. Great work.
Wait, Ted fucking Farrow lived through this and got to go to Elysium? That son of an ass fucking bitch. That donkey pooper and fuck ass. He caused all of this. He literally caused the extinction of not humanity, life on Earth. Down to the microorganism. He fucking caused it. Fuck Ted Farrow. Holy shit. And I don't believe Forbidden West imports everything. I think you kind of start from scratch, unfortunately. I'm pretty sure that the game assumes that you pretty much did everything. I almost kind of wonder if they do a Witcher 3 where instead of like importing data, They literally just like guide you through a scene where they ask you what happened, what choices did you make in the previous game, effectively. That would be cool. I like that in The Witcher 3. As long as it's framed correctly, it's pretty cool like that.
Look, Liz, you're a pretty stand-up gal. I'm sorry you died. If you had a home to go to, I hope you got there first. But this monument Ronson's made to you? Kinda creepy if you ask me. Rest in peace, Liz. God knows you earned it.
Oh, did they do this? I couldn't remember The Witcher 2. I've only played through The Witcher 2 once. And at this point, it's been a couple years, so I couldn't remember all the way.
You'd hate it, Liz, but I wrote you a eulogy. I had to try to express all your children. After all Apollo has taught them, they'll think they know everything. But they have to understand what you did for them. How you loved the whole world so much. With an intensity that was dazzling. Bruising. And in the end, it killed you. Or you died for it. Different perspectives. No one could keep up with you, live up to you. I don't know, maybe if I hadn't taken that postdoc in Joburg. I'm glad you shot down the Lightkeeper protocol in the end. I don't think I could have taken seeing another one of you. I mean, Elizabeth Sobek. There's only one. I miss you.
Aloy?
She's gone. Really gone.
You knew she couldn't have survived, Aloy. And her achievements were beyond exceptional.
While her people bickered, she was the one who took responsibility. The only one who could.
She was better than them.
That's not what I said.
She was. You shouldn't be afraid to admit it.
Can't you just for one moment stop calculating and let yourself feel? She sacrificed herself for her friends, for the future, for life on Earth. Doesn't that stir anything in you? The generosity of it.
You're trying to invest her decision with something magical. It was a rational choice, not based on sentimentality.
You're wrong. Remember, she knew it wasn't enough for Gaia to think. She taught Gaia to feel. To care, to sacrifice, to believe in life. Enough to fight against hopelessness. If it wasn't for that sentimentality, life would have ended. You and I would never have existed.
Your argument is sound. I'm sorry for your loss.
She said she wanted to go home. Maybe.
What?
Nothing. It's time to go on.
I wonder if she made it home. Oh, I can't get up there. But I can go in here.
Hello, Margot. How are you holding up?
Dr. Ronson, I've been getting a lot of messages, unsolicited messages from Ted.
Margot, I'm sorry. With Liz gone, we've got no one to run interference with him. I'll talk to Ted. He mostly wants updates, constant updates, hundreds of updates on things he knows nothing about. Liz used to field all of his crap.
He doesn't understand the systems at all. That was kind of by design. But he's getting pretty sketchy with me.
We just have to keep him happy. Liz always said keep him happy.
Are you kidding? You ever hear how she talked to him?
She was managing him, Margot.
I mean, maybe I should ignore him. He's buried in his pyramid with the Hola Hola girls and Panta Antimod cuckoos. What can he do?
Yeah, there were a few, like, movement, and even the combat was a little in the second one. The first one, I couldn't get through it. As much of a Witcher nerd as I like to think I am, I could not get through the first one. It is rough. Even though... And apparently it used to be even rougher when it first came out. Like, this is the enhanced edition with better voice acting, better fighting controls and movement. And even with that, I'm just kind of like, oh my gosh. The fact that, like, there's no actual sword play, it's just a rhythm game, it's just weird.
What are we gonna plug into their heads, Les? A whole lot of history? A whole lot of so-called truth? A whole lot of noise? It's not tablet, Les. It's poison.
Ted went fucking cuckoo in here. And that's another thing that he was like, when they were first announcing like Zero Dawn and like coming up with the plan of Project Zero Dawn. Maybe mods were the solution. Ted, but yeah, coming back to this, Ted was just worried about his legacy, and he's coming back to it again.
Back of the crater.
What the fuck did Ted do?
Because it was armored. You found the control room.
I'm on my way.
If Ted fucked something up, I'm going to resurrect his ass and stab it in the butt. Just his ass. I'll get his brain in his brain in a jar in his ass. I'm just gonna stab him in the butt. Continuously, over and over.
I've been taking a hard look at the project. In the end, it's simple. It's clean. It's clear. Erasure. Addition. By subtraction. I can make it better, Liz. With a single stroke, make it all go away.
I really don't like the direction this is going.
Continue.
Fucking Ted. He is such a giant living anus. You know what he's worse than? He's worse than the butts in fucking... Ooh, story. Oh, sorry, in Doom Patrol. The butts in Doom Patrol. He's worse than them. Holy shit. The fuck did Ted do? I blame Ted. Did they all suicide pact each other? Some of them have like bullet holes coming out of there.
When I opened the hatch, the air rushed in from this side.
Because there was none inside the chamber.
But the alphas were in there.
What the fuck?
Unlocked out of core control. Alpha clearance overridden. What the hell is Omega clearance?
Oh no.
Alpha personnel. Sorry to alarm you, but I need you to listen, okay? To what I'm about to say. This isn't easy. See, please, stop trying to access the system, okay? See, what this is about is, I said stop trying to access the goddamn system. What I'm trying to say is I can't stop thinking about the ones who come after us. Those innocents. Those blameless men and women. We're gonna give them knowledge? Like it's a gift?
Ted. We've talked about this before. Apollo has 3,000 plus fail-safe conditions.
It's not a gift, it's a disease. They're the cure, and we're gonna give them the disease. Our disease? No, we can't. And it's not too late. If we're willing to sacrifice.
Ted, it doesn't need to be like this.
It already is, Samina. I did it 3 minutes ago. I've purged Apollo. It's gone. All of it. Every copy.
Sacrifice? It's not a sacrifice, it's cultural obliteration, you crazy bastard! Millennia of culture.
I'm sorry. Really, I am. But sometimes, to protect innocence, innocents have to die.
Emergency alert. Captain Alice.
I will stab Ted so hard.
He killed them all.
So this is why. This is why we were trapped in benighted ignorance for an innocent future. Blameless men. He never saw the slaughter in the Sun Ring. Everything these people achieved, all the knowledge of the old ones, evaporated, turned to dust, scattered to the void, like the Alphas themselves.
No. Not a void. When the hatch unsealed and scattered their ashes on the wind, it took them out among the world they made. The world we're living in. It's a monument to what they died trying to accomplish.
A monument to oblivion.
Not oblivion, silence. Hope.
There's gotta be a copy of Apollo. There's no way Elizabeth or any of these people didn't hide like a copy of Apollo from Ted fucking Faro. That fucking dickhead. How did he even get a spot within this place? How is his ass not first fed to the fucking Pharaoh plague that he created that's literally named after him?
The master override. It's so small.
Now all you have to do is kill Hades with it.
I am going to fucking... Know what? Change of plans. We're not only bringing his butt back to life to stab it, and his brain, we're also adding his fucking nuts. Yeah, that's right. We're adding his nuts, and we're gonna twist them up, and then we're gonna fucking stab those. I haven't been this mad at a video game character in a long time. This motherfucker killed humanity. He sent us back. Oh my fucking... So, when I was watching the stream of Horizon Forbidden West, he kept going, and he's like, every time like Ted Faro got brought up, he was like, oh, Ted fucking sucks, and it was in chat a bunch, like, yeah, Ted's the fucking worst. I didn't know he was this bad. Why do I have so many sticks? The fucking health potion. Why do I have 10,000 sticks? It's Ted's fault. It's all Ted's fault. I got 25 fucking thousand sticks. I blame Ted. I have to go fucking...
gravity.
And, oh yeah, this is where we've been already. So I just gotta climb back up. Ted is literally responsible for us going back to caveman status, to hunter-gatherers. I at least have to find his butt and just, or his dead ass and fucking piss on it, or take a giant turd on it too.
But before I go, I think I owe it to you to tell you the rest of the story.
Go on.
Some time ago, I admitted that I'd been involved with the eclipse. But I never told you the full extent of my culpability. The truth is, I was there at the beginning. I found Hades, Aloy, buried on that mountain, trapped in that shattered titan. And I served it.
What?
It promised knowledge and delivered. Such knowledge, you have no idea.
And in exchange?
I helped create the eclipse.
Yeah, but you didn't know what it was.
An army to do its will.
Why are you telling me this now?
Because your success depends on knowing this. When I found Hades, the first thing it wanted to know about was the Spire. Not Meridian. The Spire. Now why would that be?
What is the Spire?
The Spire was created by Gaia.
Which part of Gaia?
Minerva. Its code-breaking module. Gaia built spires to transmit the codes that deactivated the Pharaoh robots, shut down their biomatter conversion systems. Hades wants to send a new transmission. To wake the machines, so they can devour the world all over again.
Yes. Based on what we've learned, that's my conclusion as well.
Oh yeah, his voice is great.
The Eclipse. The robots they've resurrected. They're just a means to an end. An army to capture the Spire.
Yes. So Hades can exterminate life all over again. Unless you stop it.
I want you to tell me everything. Hades, the Eclipse. Everything.
It's a long story, Aloy.
Then get started.
It began with a focus. Recovered from an ancient ruin, as yours was so many years ago. In my case, the device was heavily damaged. There was just a flicker of life in it. I spent weeks studying it, attempting repairs, until finally, I succeeded. A whole new dimension of perception revealed, right before my eyes. That's when I detected it. A faint signal. Out there, something was searching, just like I was.
A real kindred spirit.
I followed the signal to its source. A shattered titan, buried in the jungles of the Jew.
So you thought it was a titan? An old war machine?
I didn't know what to think. I'd seen such wreckage before. The Grave Horde, for example. But this was different. This was not quite dead. It couldn't speak when I found it. Until my repairs gave it a voice. So began an exchange of knowledge. It wanted to know everything about our world, its tribes and machines. But the Spire was always its foremost concern.
What did it want to know about the Spire?
Its precise location. The surrounding geography. Who controlled the land. Meanwhile, Hades revealed to me many of the intricacies of ancient technology. It bid me to recover and repair more focuses. Before long, I had a couple dozen up and running.
Enough to equip a small army.
The commanders of one, anyway. I didn't care. I was learning so much. Physics, calculus. You have no idea.
And the Shadow Carja? How did they become involved?
The Carja Civil War was a happy coincidence. A perfect opportunity.
An opportunity? That's what it was to you?
Yes. Overnight, half the tribe was in exile, desperate to win back Holy Meridian. Their religion made them easy to manipulate. All I had to do was present Hades as the buried shadow of their mythology. So yes, it was an opportunity. I arranged for High Priest Bahavas to meet with Hades. Helis was there as well. And so the Eclipse was born. anything to win back Holy Meridian.
But Hades didn't care about Meridian. And neither did you.
We live in a world of fallen cities and vanished tribes. What were a few more? Besides, I was too busy setting up the cult's focus network to Hades' specifications. A thrilling technical challenge, especially with the alterations I included of my own design.
The ability for you to spy on them.
Yes. I may have been foolish enough to serve Hades, but I was never so foolish that I trusted it. I installed what the ancients used to call a back door in the network. Secret access, empowering me to monitor all activity and communications.
What made you turn on Hades? It certainly wasn't your conscience.
Actually, I was troubled the first time I saw the Eclipse raise an ancient war robot with my technology. I questioned Hades about its intentions.
A little late.
Indeed. I'd already outlived my usefulness. When I completed work on the Focus Network, Hades summoned me to receive my reward. The next moment, I heard it broadcast my kill order. I've been a fugitive ever since.
So when did I come into this? Our path together?
When Olin stumbled on you. System threat detected. That got my attention. A kill order against a savage Nora girl? Why would Hades bother with that? But then I saw that this Nora girl was wearing a focus and bore an uncanny resemblance to a great scientist of the old world. Helis moved quickly. I thought you were dead. But then I detected your focus inside the Nora Mountain. The more I observed you, the more convinced I became of your extraordinary nature and usefulness. Through you, I could finally discover the secrets of the Earth. I vowed to do everything I could to ensure your success. The rest, as they used to say, is history.
Oh, we're not killing him. We're keeping him alive at the very least for his voice. But I mean, like, he seemed to...
You've done terrible things, Silence.
He did terrible things under the guise of, you know, knowledge and transferring, helping humanity effectively.
To be clear, Aloy, I would do it all again. A few more safeguards, perhaps, but basically the same.
Really?
All
so
right.
Much for learning from mistakes.
Well,
I've done all I can. From here on out, the rest is up to you. Take my lance. Fit the master override to it, and you have a means of injection.
Then I just need to get close enough to Hades' skull to stab it in?
Exactly.
Oh, no problem. Silence! Where will you go?
Elsewhere. And everywhere. There's so much more to discover before the world ends.
And all this?
I leave it to you, of course. As it turned out, it was yours all along. I was merely trespassing.
Yeah, I know Durano's up, but I'm gonna do a few more. I'm gonna catch these lore points, grab the spear with the master override, and then I think I'm actually gonna grab the power armor before I end the stream. Or, you know what? I'll wait for that for the next stream. I'll just go to the next area.
Task is complete. Yes. The focus network is active, built to your specifications. Check it yourself if you must. I'll wait. But I remind you of the reward you've been withholding. Quantum processing. Data has been compiled. Volume too great for transfer. How inconvenient for me. whispered at night is seen in the day.
Alright, see you there, Morgan.
He was never one of us. It will be done. They're coming. Preparations are complete. Ah, Lucent Bahabas. Behold, as I promised you. What manner of great machine is this? I've never seen such a thing. Stay! Stay your ground, Karja in shadow! Incorrect. Bow before the buried shadow. The buried shadow? I don't understand. Did Ahriman understand the glint hawk that perched upon the alight? It speaks scripture. Ahriman followed the shadow cast from the spire. To the mesa where Holy Meridian was founded. You will follow the shadow once more. I am a righteous man, chosen of the sun. But in times of need, the powers of shadow can accomplish what the sun alone cannot. Will you return to us what is ours, O shadow of prophecy? An army is required. Obey, and Meridian is yours. Of our obedience you can be certain.
One more.
I traveled far to find you. I heard your transmission. It was you, wasn't it? Entity is not known. I'm called Silence, and you are. I don't think you'd have called out if it wasn't something you wanted. You called, I responded. Will you tell me your name? Hades. You are a creation of the ancients. A war machine? Divine timeline. Time? Ah. It is the 13th king of the Karja Sanctum's reign. Divine Karja. We're getting ahead of ourselves. Were you created by the ancients? I wonder how long you waited here, buried, until I chanced upon you. How long you'd have to wait for another. You're obviously very powerful. But you're not going to get anywhere without me. Titan Flame merely houses intellect. Define Karja. Now that's more like it.
All right. Let's craft the pokey stick. Gonna do some good stabbing with this one. Ooh, it's glowy. It's got RGB.
I have to tell Avad that the Eclipse are ready to strike. After what happened with Dervahl, I know he'll defend the city. But the Spire...
All right, well... Floor up, let's look at the... I think the next one is honestly just gonna be... Yeah, I think it's gonna be possibly the end of the game. This sounds like the big fight, or the end of the main game, and then I have Into the Frozen Wilds. Show. Where is it? Where is it? The bunker. I think right here, yeah. We are gonna do the quest of the Ancient Armory beforehand. Because, yeah, why wouldn't we? So let's just go fast travel to the campfire. I'll sell all the goods I can. And then... I'll try and not be mad at Ted. I might even be mad at Ted in Duranu's stream. I'm just gonna pop in there and go like, fuck Ted Fair. He sucks. I don't give him any spoilers, but like, Motherfucker. Man, I really just want to find Ted's dead body and just give it a few at least good pokes. Really desecrate that corpse. Just fuck Ted Farrow. Dang, he is the fucking worst of humanity. All for his fucking fragile ass ego. That was literally all of it. Was he was so afraid of people finding out that he was the head of the company that created those robots. That literally ended life on Earth, forcing humans to save it. The humans that did save it knowingly knew that they're not going to do a perfect job and that this is literally just the best that they can do, and it's not ideal and it's not good. Holy fucking shit. Oh, fucking Ted Farrow. Ted the dumbass bitch Farrow. Oh. Fucking. He is a dingleberry of a human being. Let me just... Yep, saved. Well, thank you for joining me on the stream. Thank you, Morgan. I don't know if you've probably headed over to Doranu's by now, but... Oh, fuck Ted Farrow. I can't stop being mad at him. Wow, it's been a while since I've been this mad at a fucking video game character. Oh. It really is that. Yeah, he was just such a bitch. And the worst part is, like, if you really think about it, he was not the only one who did that. It took teams of scientists, engineers, all willing to effectively create mega death robots in the pursuit of money. There was the ones in the beginning who created the focuses and like the at-home assistant robots and AI and stuff. Sure. But once it evolved into like mega death robots, none of them they all thought that because it's robots potentially getting killed, but they designed them so well that they could kill without being killed. And they went in from morally gray to just outright morally, they had no moral leg to stand on. There was no thread of morality, especially after it came back and it was just like literally the one general that was recruited for Zero Dawn had been fighting the robots for almost her entire life because they were bought by bad people who were trying to just take land over by force. Like, holy fucking shit. An entire group of people did that. And I mean, I know history has taught us that it's very easy for humans to fall in that trap. Look at the Nazis. Look at, like, there have been just so many people that have groups of people have done that throughout history. But it was his ego that Elizabeth had to force him, that Elizabeth had to exploit to force him to provide all the money and resources he could to Zero Dawn, to fund Zero Dawn and make it a possibility. And in the end, it was his ego again that fucking literally brought the end of humanity. And brought humanity into the hunter-gatherer age. Not even the Dark Ages, the hunter-gatherer age. That's why the kids couldn't pass into learning from Apollo. It was Gaia was busy trying to repair it the best she could. I've got to believe that there's some sort of backup, some sort of knowledge database that Elizabeth and the other scientists would have kept hidden from Ted. How did he have such access? Whose dumbass gave him that? Oh my... we're gonna be mad at Ted Faro next stream too. Alright, I'm gonna head over to watch Durano's stream and complain about Ted Faro. I can't give spoilers though, so I'm just gonna be, every once in a while, I'm just gonna be fuck Ted Faro. The stream. I will see you next time. We'll go get the armor next time. We'll go get the fucking cool ass armor. I don't know what it does, but it looked cool, so therefore I'm gonna use it. So, I'll see you next time. Adios.